Hello, Elgin. Welcome to the August edition of Lalley in the Valley. I'm here with crime analyst Ryan Drake, who you guys have probably been familiar with. He's been here for several months now.
Yeah,
and so
4 months now.
4 months.
I think so.
Time goes by quickly.
Oh, it does.
So we're here to talk about the August crime stats and to give our Elgin community just a picture of what's happening in the month of August as it relates to crime stats. And just as a reminder, if this is your first time watching Lalley in the Valley, every month we do a show to talk about the previous month's crime stats. So that way everybody's involved in the conversation as to what we're seeing, the trends, some of our initiatives, and as we move towards the end of the year and we compile our year-end reports, there are no surprises and the community is aware of everything that's been going on throughout the year. So to start, for the month of August, our Group A offenses, and again, those are the most serious offenses. Those are your assaults, your burglaries, your drug offenses. Our Group A offenses are down 12% from where we were in 2020. So this year, we are at 3,116 total Group A offenses, and in 2020, we were at 3,552 Group A offenses. Our Group B offenses, which really encompasses some categories such as DUI, where there is some of those are tied to officer-initiated activity. Our Group B offenses are up 5% from where we were last year. So in August of 2020, we were at 2,809, and this year we are at 2,948. So overall, between our Group A and our Group B offenses, we're down 5% from where we were last year. I did notice, in our Group B offenses, Ryan, that our DUIs were up 33% in overall. So in August of 2020, we were at 238, and this year we're at 317, accounting for that 33% increase. Do you want to talk a little bit about how you're seeing that tie into the Group A offenses?
Sure. Last month in August, we also saw a modest increase from 19 narcotic violations up to 32. So a modest increase, but a lot of those are also accounted for by officer-initiated activities as well. So our officers are being more proactive on the street, so that's why we're seeing these offenses increase in some categories.
And just to mention too, in 2020, obviously it was a very unique year with COVID and the restrictions and the stay-at-home orders. And so 2020 will really be hard to compare to any other year, really, because we've never had something like that happen before. So as we move towards the end of the year and working on some of our year-end reports, finding a way to capture what was happening in 22, but giving it context as it relates to our overall crime stats. So I know you mentioned some 5-year averages too, and some of the trends that you saw with that overall.
Right. So our burglaries year to date from 2020 were down 48%. And that's also a significant decline over the last 5 years as well. So our burglaries are definitely on the down low.
And with the burglaries, and we did put something out on social media as it related to some burglary motor vehicles that we were noticing in our 601, 602 area, which is the near west side of Elgin. And we push that information out, especially when we see overnight where we'll have a significant amount of burglaries happening in that one instance. And that then obviously attributes to our increase that we'll see during that month. So again, we've been for the past several years really promoting, if you like it, lock it and put it in your pocket. And so we like to think that that messaging and just a phrase like that, as cheesy as it sounds, right? But it stays in your head. And so as people get out of their car, they make sure to like it. They like their items, they lock their car door, and they put the keys in their pocket. So we'll continue with that messaging. But hopefully we continue to see that trend and those numbers being pushed down. Is there any other significant things this past month that you noticed?
I don't think so. I think those are really the main ones.
And I did want to mention too is, when we look at our weapon law violations offenses, so year to date we're at 45 shots fired incidents. This year, last time, we were at the same number. And that has been a topic of conversation, whether it's on social media. I've been on my radio show talking about it. We've been talking about it here. There have been some arrests that have been made. As a reminder, our arrests are tied into when we have any arrests, we update that information on our transparency site, because that's a living website. So we don't go back and go on our Facebook post because sometimes those incidents happen weeks before. So if you want the most current information about any arrests that are made year to date, or any incidents years to date as it relates to the number of firearms that we've recovered, the number of arrests that we've made, please check out our Transparency Hub site, and that's the most accurate, up-to-date information. So I think that covers August. Is there anything, Ryan, anything else?
I don't think so.
All right, well, thank you, Elgin. We will be back next month. So remember to always stay engaged, stay connected, and we'll see you next month.